welcome back as this steel cage of death descends upon half the party because Olivia decided not to join the bloodbath. Her actions have directly led to this spiked ceiling slowly being lowered onto the party. And I'll let you roll initiative with Olivia starting off, so don't roll yours.
I have no regrets.
I see a 1.
The one.
It's 21. Just opposite.
I like the great opposites. All right. So Olivia's had her action. She kicked off the ceiling lowering. The room's only like a maximum of like 30 foot wide. So you can easily move anywhere you want to within the room. What are you doing with your first turn?
I am going to look at the rune and approach it and try to like mess with it a little bit.
So putting your hand on the rune pulls up more text in Infernian.
Fuck.
Which you cannot fucking read because you're on the other side of the door.
What's it say?
Heck if I know.
What does what say?
Gibberish to me.
It's in like some weird demon writing, I think.
Now, I'll let you roll a history. It's going to be like a 10. I think you'd recognize Infernian because it's like a really like character-based.
Oh, 17.
So you recognize it as Infernian at least. You just don't know what the hell it says.
Yeah. It's infernal writing. If Olivia was over here, she could probably read it, but you decided to leave.
You come back in the room?
Has it been a minute since I cast that?
Oh, I mean,
I think it's only been a couple rounds.
They've done 2 actions. Well, no, they've only done 1 action. They only did the
because you guys were messing with it. He cast a spell. Olivia like looked down the hallway and looked around. I'll tell you what. Give me a d20. 12 or higher, and I will let you recast. I'll say it's been longer than a minute. Anything lower, and then I'm gonna roll a die for it.
18.
It has been longer than a minute.
That's a problem.
No, less than a minute.
I need to be less than a minute.
Which do you need it to be?
I need it to be less than a minute.
It's less than a minute.
Okay, bonus action teleport in. All right, what does this say? If you're not doing anything.
It's not my turn yet. Oh, wait.
No,
well,
it would technically be your turn. I have to wait for your turn.
So the top of this cage is falling down upon us.
100%.
Right? And like it's like a spiky cage. Can I use my giant thing to beef myself up and try and hold it?
Oh,
while they work?
There are spikes on the ceiling.
Yeah, put my hand in between.
Well, because the spikes should still be stabbing into you. So I'll say this. If you want to do that, it's going to be a strength contest first. I'll set it at, say, 16 or higher.
Well, if I get big, I could wedge a javelin on it.
Well, no. So if you make yourself larger, it's like immediately going to be stabbing into your neck. And you're going to take constant damage just by being large and having it ram into you. If you wanted to like kind of like get bigger and like brace yourself like a wedge, I'll say you'll take 1d4 per round, but each round you have to like pass an increasingly harder strength save, or else it's gonna just continue coming down on you.
Do it.
Okay.
So we're
buy
gonna
us some time.
So we're gonna start with 16 or higher for the strength save first, and then I'm gonna roll the damage.
I would say that that's insane, but you guys have like a +9 to your saves.
Yeah, we're
so
both
So
strong.
what am I going for?
Strength
16
save.
strength.
Strength save.
That's like
21.
no, 22.
22.
You take 3 damage to start, and as you grow large, you hear this like the sound of like gears like grinding and churning as you hold, and you feel the spikes like cutting into parts of your hand, but you just hold it up there. So now is going to remain 4 after this turn. Now we come back around to you going back into the room.
Yep, I bonus action into the room because it's been less than a minute. Thank goodness.
And you come back in the room, and what you see on the is Keys has his hand on the rune. On the part of the wall that comes out, it's more runic letters, and it says, The man who has made it does not want it. The man who bought it does not use it. And the man who uses it doesn't know. What is it?
I'll read it out to everybody, and like I feel like I've heard this before.
And so you would know that it is pretty much a riddle.
Yeah.
So basically, whoever created this lock, instead of using a key to lock it, they basically turned it into a riddle
Puzzle, yeah.
to unlock it. Because if you know the answer, it opens up right away. But if you don't know it, this is where the fun comes in of. And so now here's how this is going to work. You may give a single answer as an action. So long as he can hold up the bars each turn, I will give each of you one guess
All right.
before this starts moving.
All
Okay.
right. So
you
said-
use your action to read it out. So it goes back around to you next. So you basically get the first guess.
Time.
No.
Dang it.
So you say the word out and nothing happens. Back around to you, that now must make another strength save. This time it's going to be a 17.
Rune on my.
Difference or so. You take 5 damage and you cannot quite hold it up, so it does go down
Bites
to
down.
3.
So does that? I enacted my hill rune. So does that lower the?
Yes. Okay.
All right. So first off, can I roll a history to see if I remember if I've ever encountered this riddle before?
Yes.
Cool.
We'll say 16 or higher.
No.
7 plus, I believe that was a +4. Yeah. So
So you remember hearing this from somewhere, like an old fisherman's tale, and the only thing you can remember was the answer was quite morbid.
okay. So is that an action to do that? or-
I'll let you still have one guess.
All right. So remind me what the riddle was. One more.
And who bought it?
So it
Does
starts
not
out
want
with the man who made it does not want it.
Man.
The
who-
man who bought it does not use it, and the man who uses it doesn't know. What is it?
New man it doesn't want it. The man who bought it doesn't use it, and who uses it doesn't need.
And your
doesn't
first
know.
and your first hint is what you can remember from memory was the answer is quite morbid.
Mm. I'm gonna go death.
Say the word out and nothing happens.
Okay.
Uncle Mountain.
I've got 2 kind of answers in my brain. The first one that really comes to mind is a coffin.
So you say the word coffin, and the rune starts to slowly glow, and the metal on the door slides open, and it just falls down, and the door opens.
That's right.
Uncle Mountain's smart.
I remember now. I knew I had heard that recently, but I couldn't remember what it was.
It's a pretty famous riddle, yeah, because it was going back to like Friedrich Nietzsche and him saying like, what is one thing that no man wants, but they must make it, and it's a coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Whoever makes it doesn't need it or doesn't want it.
They don't want it because they don't want to die.
The person who bought it doesn't need it.
Because they're going to give it to someone else.
Mhm.
And the fucker's dead, so he doesn't know he's even in a coffin at all.
Yep.
So there you go. All right, so yeah, so
The other one that I was thinking of is a life, because someone could make a life and not want it.
so there is a riddle that starts with like abortion and that because it's like a horror riddle.
Mhm.
That one's a little different. That one it would be it's still morbid, but it's just a different type of morbidity.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you guys managed to. The door is now open. Now it's time for Inslee's fun because he has to figure out how he's going to unwedge his ass from the spike trap.
Oh, I can just release my giant.
Okay, there you go.
And it shouldn't drop immediately.
Well, now you are incorrect about that, so you know. Would you guys like to take a step closer to the door before you do this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I figured we would have immediately pieced out.
Oh, so it's just instantly.
Yeah,
Ainsley's just in there.
I would have waited at the door and be like, okay.
Can I sacrifice one of my
Ooh,
my
wait.
spears or my javelins to wedge it in there? Time to escape.
Well, because as you get smaller, you hear the gears grinding. You think the cage is just going to drop, so it would just be a dex save for you to get out of there.
I have an idea. How far away from the door is he?
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay, I just need to look this up real quick.
Are you
Go
gonna
ahead and
lightning
roll
lure
your
him?
save.
Yeah, lure me. I will not resist.
I just need
And
it
I
to
know you
find...
have that spell, so I'll be like,
Yeah.
lure me. I won't resist.
All right, I just need... How far does it go? I can't remember how
It's
far
10
does
feet
it
away.
pull.
I mean,
Yeah,
if it
it's a
doesn't
10
go at
feet.
least 10 feet, like there's something wrong with that spell.
It's a
10 foot.
15-foot radius.
Yeah, but
from
how far does
yourself.
it pull?
10 feet.
Oh! Yeah, you would literally be able just to hook them and like pull them
Yeah,
out of the room.
I'm like... Get ready.
He
And I
doesn't-
still have to take the damage, so go ahead.
You do, but I'm pulling either
Yeah.
way.
Do it. Do it. 2d8.
All right.
I have no resistance against lightning, so it's just gonna.
Actually, I'm a 10th level, so that's... Oh, yeah, 2d8. 2d8. Okay.
Cantrips aren't affected by
Oh,
warlock spell
hey!
slots.
5. Take 5.
No, but they are level. They do increase
Yeah, they
with
do
certain
level up.
levels.
All right, so Bill, just for shits and giggles, roll your dex save.
4.
Okay,
4?
well, that was actually a good idea then, because
Plus 2.
you've taken a shit ton of damage if you failed that.
Yeah, I was like, not gonna risk that. Like, I have lightning lure. I will pull you out.
Yeah, that works. My dex is not good, and I know that. That's why I'm like, do it. I can't make it.
Okay, you guys working together before she stabs you in the back later. All right, now, so you guys managed to get out of the cage, and just like before, there is a long hallway in front of you.
Guys want to go down the hallway?
That's the only way we can go.
That is the only way you guys can go. So, going back down the hallway,
Lantern.
you're the fucking book, you mean, or the lantern?
No, the lantern. I am gonna be like, lantern. Point.
It is flashing.
It's like,
Hey, we're here. We made it.
No, so you would remember that the lantern has never flashed before. It is always pointed to where you need to go, and if the lantern's not shining, it's an issue. Now it's flashing.
Cool. Book. I'm just gonna lead the way carefully.
Just like Kratos using fucking Helios's head, I'm just gonna hold this book up as I walk forward.
Yep.
After walking for a couple minutes, you guys do come to this circular room with a particular baby sitting in the middle of it.
Motherfucker.
Uncle Mountain, I think this is a.
Just like,
So you're still wearing the helmet though, right?
yeah.
So what you see is very different. So what you see is the baby's corpse on the ground where you cut it in half.
Mhm.
The shadow men are now gone. Inside the crypt or inside the cradle, you see not a book. It's like a long, thin, like just black piece of wood, and it has runes on it inside like the cradle. So if the baby was sitting in there, the cradle would be like this, which is a piece of wood in the middle of it.
Interesting.
You do not see any shadow men or anything.
I'm still holding the book out.
So they see a live baby.
They see just the baby sitting like they did before. But you see the thing that you killed is on the ground dead, and there's something else in the cradle.
Uncle Mountain cracks his neck and goes in there and he's like, well, I have no idea what this is, but all of my instincts say grab the piece of wood.
So you grab it and you pick it up, and you feel this just like tremendous pull against you. Charisma save 15 or higher.
Well, that's bad.
And you're back.
Oh, nat 1 minus 1, so a 0.
0.
As you
Just a total failure.
as you feel this thing pulling against you,
Oh, dear.
as you come to hold it up, you look around you and you see the shadow men all grabbing onto the piece of wood. and you feel them tugging at it.
I do still have my book shining out, by the way. I did say that earlier. I'm just
You do, but you don't see the shadows at all.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't that was into consideration.
I'm saying there's a whole bunch of hands pulling on a large black wood.
You and I don't see.
You got it. They're just jerking this thing in all different directions.
I did not immediately pick up on that.
I mean, you should have. I mean, that's the joke was kind of there, but
I didn't immediately pick it up.
If you want to add on to, you can even say the black wood is also leaking a little bit of stuff too. So I mean, that's just great.
Nice.
So as you're holding on to it, everything's trying to pull you away, and you feel as if one of the 6, is going to get the wood. So you can basically either try to fight them back, which would be a strength save, or you can let one of them have it. And you have to choose which one gets it. No, just 1 through 6.
I'm going to keep it because I don't trust them.
It is a strength contest against all 6 of them.
Well, let's see. Do you want the natural 20?
The highest I rolled was a 9, so it wasn't going to happen anyway. All right, so you're sitting there, you're struggling with it, and you manage to pull it away and pull it back.
Quickly, can you describe what we are seeing?
Seeing me struggle with a baby.
Got a black piece of wood and go.
Oh my god.
You see me grabbing something that doesn't exist.
So basically, like, what you would see is Uncle Mountain in there, and he's like just himself in the middle of the room, and he's just like just doing this, like, oh yeah,
Get it, Uncle Martin, get it!
I'm not even paying attention to them.
not at all.
I've turned off, like, the helmet has like sound spatial awareness, like, you know, like headphones. I just turned off the background noise.
But yeah, you do manage to get the piece of wood away from him. And on the piece of wood, there are 3 runes. And once you manage to pull it by your side, the Shadowmen disappear. The manger, the cradle, the carriage it was sitting on, all gone. And the baby that was like on the floor, gone. You turn back around to look at your party, and the original entrance when you guys first came into the room is back, but you still see no Hollis. And that's where we're going to leave it off. We'll catch you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for checking out today's video. We post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for more glorious D&D content. Please like, comment, subscribe, throw it all down below. We always appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week.